everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 324, and welcome back to episode number 14, I think, of our Pokemon Platinum MARTYRLOCKE. Today, as you saw at the beginning of this episode, we had a nice little grinding montage to kind of round out the team and to lead into what we're about to do, which is, well, I guess first let me, before we start talking death here, let's go ahead and look. I apologize if I'm a little, I don't know why, it's summer. I almost never get sick in summer, but for some reason my throat hurts like nothing I've ever felt before. So hopefully it's gone soon, because it's going to make recording really not fun. But just like a quick look here, as you can see, every Pokemon, also my webcam is a little slow, but every Pokemon did get up to level 20, over level 20, which is good. Oh my god. Most Pokemon, as you see here, are nearly out of all of their PP. I mean, he's still got a little more. It got to the point where, though, I'd already been grinding for like 30 minutes, and I was like, it's probably about time to call it. The other big news, I glanced right past it, didn't even remember it, is that our Wooper evolved into a Quagsire. So Gatorade now has evolved further a little bit, and is at least a little bit better than it was before, which is good, because Wooper was nearly unusable. But anyway, unfortunately, as we start off this episode, we are going to start off on a more somber note, because in order to heal our Pokemon, it is time to sacrifice another member. Now, I had to think about, I basically thought about this the entirety of the grinding montage, and I really wasn't sure how to handle it. And so, I'm going to essentially pose a question to you guys that I really want you, if you're an avid watcher of the series, if you've been following it, please, even if you don't usually comment, please consider commenting so that I know what you guys think is fair. Because like I said, this Nuzlocke, the rules are all not set in stone yet. I want to know what you guys think is fair, what is more fun to watch, what is more whatever. So basically, you may remember when I talked about sacrificing, one of the rules that I made was that a Pokemon, basically a Pokemon has to survive one round of sacrifice. This music is so, like, happy in the background, even though someone's about to die. A Pokemon must survive one round of sacrifice before they themselves can be chosen as a sacrifice. This was essentially chosen, it made a rule, I should say, so that, let's say, we have our party right here, and let's say I'll get rid of, I'll just pick randomly, let's say I get rid of Balk, Groudon. It would never happen. At least, let's say we get rid of him and we put in Bidoof, because we don't want anything else. Basically, that's to make sure we don't just say, okay, I'm going to put this crappy Pokemon in now because I know that my other 5 can survive by themselves, and then I'm going to sacrifice Bidoof next time just as a free heal. We want the Pokemon to have to be forced to be used for at least a while, and so that's why I put that rule in there. Now, the rule isn't specific, so for example, the last Pokemon we sacrificed was Seal, and we replaced Seal with Gatorade, with Quagsire, or Wooper, but now it's Quagsire. So that would mean that that Pokemon is safe. So there's two schools of thought. One would be that the other 5 are now on the chopping block. Any of these 5 could be selected to die. However, we had some deaths via battles. If you remember, we lost Barry the Bee to a Rock Slide, who we then replaced with Doduo. We lost Porygon Z to a Revenge, who we then replaced with Abomasnow. And we also lost Pickles to a Regice Explosion, who we replaced with Toxicroak. So from that perspective, none of these 4, right here, and Toxicroak, have survived a round of sacrifice. Technically, because we sacrificed Seal before they came to the squad. So in that school of thought, I'm just going to move these just for, hopefully that, I mean, we're going to sacrifice them anyway, so it doesn't matter if we heal them. But from that school of thought, only Groudon and Bronzor would be on the chopping block. And so basically what I want to know from you guys, please put in the comments, which way do you think makes more sense? Should it only be Quagsire? Only Quagsire is safe. Quagsire is safe from sacrifice. The rest are on the chopping block. They can be sacrificed. Or any Pokemon, even if we lost them via battle, so these bottom 4, any Pokemon should be safe if it hasn't survived one round. Because you could kind of do the same thing. I don't know. Here's my school of thought. If a Pokemon dies, we don't rare candy it up. So for example, when we lost, Barry the Bee, that was level 15, I think-ish, something like that. And we replaced it with like a level 4 Doduo. And so if you wanted to just keep that sacrifice to the next round, and sacrificed Doduo, you would only be able to get the Pokemon you replaced with up to level 4. So in that way, it kind of balances itself out. So that part of me is saying, let's put the whole squad, like except for Quagsire, let's put the whole squad up for grabs. However, because I don't have your answers yet, obviously, and I can't, you know, wait for them to come in, this episode will be published by them, I have to make the executive decision myself. And I think, just to spice things up, because let's be honest, looking at this squad, who's going to be, with Quagsire safe, who is going to be sacrificed if all 5 are on the table? It's Mai the Doduo is going to be sacrificed, if that's the case. Because that's such an easy decision, for this time I want to add a little bit of drama. So these bottom 4, because they haven't survived 1 round of sacrifices, we're going to run under that definition. These guys are off the table. And so, I mean, this is also kind of an easy decision, but our 2 Pokemon that we're going to have to sacrifice, and honestly, either of these hurts very badly, are Balk the Groudon and Pandora the Bronzor, our starter. Groudon obviously is a tank, obviously destroys almost anything that it comes into focus with, into contact with, and has been a great addition to the team since like the 2nd route where we got it. Bronzor, on the other hand, is a tank in the defensive sense, and has a ton of potential when it evolves in only 11 levels to evolve into Bronzong and be a little bit stronger. Only 1 weakness in the entire game, Fire, because it has Levitate, so it loses that ground, and it resists a ton of things as well, being a Steel type. Also has Hypnosis, and is our only Psychic type on the team. Also has Hypnosis, which allows us to put Pokemon to sleep. Basically, all in all, it's a great Pokemon. They're both level 22. I'm going to remove both of their items. Just in case I forget when I release them. However, you cannot sacrifice a legendary Pokemon. That's not a rule. That is just like, in my heart, it says that you cannot sacrifice a legendary Pokemon. It would be stupid. And even though the emotional connection I have to Pandora, I've never used a Bronzor before. This is my first Bronzor ever. It was our starter. You guys voted on it. And I do think he is good. But unfortunately, of these 2, I think Bronzor needs to be the one to go. So Bronzor is going to be sacrificed. That's like the hardest sacrifice I've had to make thus far. The first 2 were not nearly as bad. They were kind of, you saw them coming. Togepi, of course. And then, maybe we've had 3 sacrifices. I can't even remember. And Seal wasn't that tough either, because we had a water type in waiting. But that was a tough sacrifice to make. But, you know, to prevent stuff like that from happening in the future, oh, I didn't even think to look and see who we have to replace. Pretty much Gengar. Yeah, pretty much only Gengar. Hopefully we catch a Psychic type today, or, as I heal our Pokemon here, hopefully we hatch a Psychic type in our lovely egg, which is the reason we're leaving this 6th slot open, because I'm going to magically teleport back to Eternity, I think it's called, maybe, and grab that egg from Cynthia. Alright, we are back in Eternity. One thing I failed to remember was that Pandora was our HM01 cut user. So when I came back here, I had to teach that to Quagsire. So Gatorade now, Lost Slam, and Nose Cut. Now you're up to date. Okay, cool. We're going to grab this egg from Cynthia. I will accept it. And, of course, we will hatch it. We should get the bike first, because it'll be quicker. We saved this man's Clefairy, so I believe he owes us a 2-wheeled vehicular transportation device. He does, which we will take. Man, my throat is killing me. At which point, I will, of course, the first thing you do anytime you get a bike, you register that bad boy, because it makes, I used it, registered. At which point, is this the faster setting? This is the faster setting. I'm going to drive back and forth for what is hopefully a long time. Hopefully we hatch like a Mewtwo, and it replaces Bronzor perfectly. If not, we'll have to decide who we want on our team. Anyway, I will join you when we decide on that fact. Do you guys smell breakfast? Because this egg is cracking, and it's time to see, that was stupid, what our Pokemon is going to hatch into. Now, it didn't take a very long time, maybe 5 minutes or so. So I'm not really that excited about what is. This doesn't mean it's going to be something bad. It just means it has the possibility of being something bad. So let us go ahead and listen very carefully and see if it's true. No. That's a skitty. I'm 100% sure that's a skitty. Oh, I wish I was wrong. Oh, I wish I was wrong. So remember when I said it doesn't guarantee that it's a bad thing? In this case, it did. Alright, so we have a skitty. We have a female skitty here. Oh, God, that's not replacing Pandora, I can tell you that. I really regret replacing or sacrificing Pandora. We have not had that many good encounters lately, including this egg. What do you nickname a cat? I don't know, I've never owned one. I'm a dog person. Trying to think of some famous cats I know. You know what? Isn't there there's like a cat food called like Friskies or something, right? Like that? Flakeskies or something? I think it's like Friskies. Pretty sure there's a cat food called Friskies. So I'm just gonna name you after cat food, because that's about the only like relationship to cats that I have. Okay, so now we do need to replace Pandora, now that we know that we don't want this skitty. We will place Skitty in the PC and we will choose who we want. Friskies level 1. I meant to go to move Pokemon. Let's look and see who could be good for us. You know, I kind of overlooked Jolteon. So as far as who can fit on our team right now, we already have a flying type, so we don't need Starly. Already have a grass type in Abomasnow and an ice type in Abomasnow, so we don't need Lombre, Swinub, Skiploom, or Tangela. We have a water type in Quagsire, so we don't need this. So, I mean, we really don't need Bidoof either. We already have a ground type in, although adding the steel back could be nice. But we already have a ground type, so we don't really need that. So, really, and we already have a fighting type in that, so really it comes down to Jolteon, Gengar, and Skitty. Skitty's out. So it comes down to Jolteon and Gengar. Honestly, because Gengar, I think, knows Hypnosis, or at least learns it very shortly, makes sense to replace Pandora, who was our Hypnosis user, with another Pokemon that can use Hypnosis. Now, Gengar is a lot more frail than Pandora was, but should be a lot more powerful, or that makes sense. And as you know, whenever we replace a Pokemon, we do get, luckily, to rare candy that Pokemon up to the level where the sacrificed Pokemon was, and Pandora was, of course, we got Mean Look. That's also nice for catching Pokemon, although it will be the first move that I replace once we get a decent move that can replace it. Pandora was level 22, so we will go ahead and take Enigma. Plus, I just love that name, Curse. I'm not feeling Curse. Anything that lowers your HP in a Nuzlocke variant scares me just a bit. Nightshade, that is at least a move that does damage, and it's better than Lick. But it's also, we should replace Spite first, because at least Lick has some PP. I'm also probably going to have to look at our TMs and see if we have anything that Gengar wants to learn. Confuse Rate could come in handy, but we already got rid of that on Pandora, so I don't think we need it on you. 2 more levels, that is 21, and 22 is your last level, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch could be clutch. So I will teach you that. Oh, it's so low PP. I am going to get rid of Mean Look. I think. Yeah, right. We need the PP right now in terms of Lick. So I am going to get rid of Mean Look. And you are now 22. So we halt it there. And then we look at our Oh. So you're more of a special attacker, my good friend Enigma. Let's take a look at you. This does give us 2 poison types, but that's not a huge deal. You also have Levitate, so that is good. They haven't taken away from you yet. Special attack is nutso. Again, defense and special defense, a little lacking, but speed is also good. And your regular attack is not that great, so moves like Sucker Punch and Lick kind of suck. So if we could find some special moves, this is a special steel move. You can learn it. Maybe. We will consider it. I forgot we had U-Turn. U-Turn is a great move as well, but nobody really wants to learn it yet. Gunk Shot is physical. Sludge Bomb is not. Please tell me you can learn Sludge Bomb. You can learn Sludge Bomb. That makes a ton of sense for you to learn. It is stab, it is poison. I am going to get rid of Lick, even though it gets rid of a ton of PP. I think it's worth it for Sludge Bomb. Astonish, it's physical, Razor Wind, I don't care about. So, that is a good trade, I think. And I love Gengar. Gengar is probably my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time, and so having a nice, or her, sorry, on the squad. We have a pretty much primarily female team, girl power on the team, except for Bach, who we can't identify. But we're ready to continue. This took a long time to do very little, but I think we're finally ready to hit the open road again. So we'll go ahead and put, I don't really know who we want. I'm going to go ahead and give Bach the amulet coin, because I don't feel scared putting him into most of these battles. Even like leading off most of these battles, honestly. And then we can get a little bit of extra money. What do you want? Oh, don't tell me no. Oh, okay. We have to go get an Explorer kit first. I'm not going to use it because I think you need online to access it, or maybe not. Don't know. But we're going to take this Explorer kit. Ooh, no, I did not want to go. What we could do, potentially, is use, we're going to need you on our bike. We could use said Explorer kit to, what do you want? You belong to no see you look puzzled. You're wondering who I am, blah, blah, blah. What are you giving me? What are you giving me? An EXP share. Could be handy while grinding. Not going to use it currently. What were we talking about? Oh, the Explorer kit. You can find fossils underground, and you could technically count the underground as a different area. So maybe I will. You're going to send in a Glade. That's scary. Level 21. This would be a very good battle for... Excuse me. This would be a very good battle for Pandora, but we don't have Pandora anymore. So instead, I'm just going to take you on with Bach himself and go for the slash. That's going to be a 2-hit KO. That's what I was worried about. That's why I didn't want to switch, was these double teams. And you're going to become harder and harder to hit and continue double teaming. But if we can land one slash, there we go. That should take you out. If it leaves you on one, I'll cry. No tears coming out today, my friends. Yeah. Bach's going to go to level 23, which is great. We should switch Bach out because he's going to get so much experience, but what do we have? Cycling feels great. It feels even better. So obviously we're going to have a lot of trainer battles here on this route. It may even take us to the end of the episode. Not if I can speed a little bit through them, though, but there's a happy medium between speeding through them and wisely speeding through them. Oh, there's a bird. Hello. Sorry, guys. You guys probably didn't know that I speak bird. But now you do. He's picking at the ground. You got a worm? Pull it out. Oh, we got a little bit of something. I don't want to see that. And it's not a bit of honey. You have swaggered me, but it's okay because Evergreen loves me so much that she breaks through the confusion and is going to probably take you out with this because you have boosted my attack. Yeah, you had no chance. So see you later, Sharpedo. Evergreen probably will go to the next level for this. Yes, she does. Perfect level 21. Gonna learn Mist. Not interested. And that's it for that battle. Easy peasy lemon. What's that? What's that? Squeezy. You're supposed to say squeezy. Julie. Nobody will not understand what that means because nobody was there. My friends and I went to Murkrow. Probably we just stay in. My friends and I went to Steak and Shake the other day, and well, I love Steak and Shake, by the way. It's one of my favorite. It's so gross, but it's so good. We went there. And there was there were two waitresses. We went there pretty late at night. There were two waitresses still working in there, and one of them's name was Julie, and I don't know what the other one's name was, but I guess something happened that just like I thought like the one waitress's like world was crushed or something. Essentially, Hippowdon. I think we'll go into Gatorade. Essentially, so there was like this table that was sitting in the back. It was two guys, and then they moved. So like, oh my god, yawn, really? When they were sitting there, Julie was their waitress, but then they ate their food, but then they moved up to the counter area, and then the waitress turned around and saw them there, and like, I don't know why, she just froze, and like, was unable to get words out of her mouth for like, what seemed like an eternity while we were there. She just like, pointed at them and was like, Julie, it's not really that funny when you weren't there, but if you were there, did he? Hopefully, he didn't use yawn on me because I don't feel like falling asleep right now. Am I falling asleep? I'm not. Waylord is gonna come in next, which is fine because I can use Razor Leaf on you and probably take you out in two of these bad boys if I had to guess. We'll see though. That's a 1-y. That's super effective. Whirlpool, you can trap me all you want. Big Daddy don't care. Hit him with that second Razor Leaf, take him out, no problem. But yeah, honestly, like, probably makes no sense to you if you weren't there, but to us, for some reason, it was also like 2 in the morning. It was very funny. And so now my friends and I, anytime someone like, Quagsire, well, you just gave me the greatest evergreen battle of all time. Anytime someone has, like, one of us in our friend group, we also just, like, give each other, what? You dodged that? Anytime someone in our friend group has trouble, like, saying something, or, like, stutters a little bit, we're just like, Julie! And, makes no sense. That's also probably very loud for you. Anyway, welcome to my friend group. You're now part of it. If you want to comment, Julie, then you totally can. We're just going to continue battling. And like I said, this will probably take us, because also I'm trying to factor in the amount of time that grinding montage is going to take. Probably at least, like, too long. You have given me the perfect mud-shotting opportunity. Yeah, probably, like, way too long, and then in that case, it's just going to, yeah, no fun. My throat hurts so badly. I'm running out of things to say, which is probably good, because everything that I say hurts. So, oh well. Bach grows to level 24. Slay King is going to come in. Well, that, my friends, is jolly territory. We got a little rock break. What's it called? Rock smash. There we go. Pretty much the same thing. We get a critical hit there. And this dude's just digging for gold and so on. Oh, forgot about the dry skin. Unfortunately, this dude's going to be... Okay, well, not quite. Now he's going to be digging gold as he goes down into the grave. So, what a way to go, basically. If you ever go out like this, probably just rethink your whole life. Did you say something about tinkling? Also, I should probably make sure I have... What are our potions doing? We have 2 potions left. And we have... How many Pokeballs? 6! We should probably buy some more of those, because even though I don't think we're going to have time to get those Pokeballs in this episode, or get our encounters in this episode, we're very close to 2 more... Oh, we're very close to 2 more encounters. I believe the route that is directly beneath the cycling road counts as an encounter. Pokeball. I really hope we get Great Balls soon. I'm going to buy like 9. And then we'll buy 5 more potions. That was 4, but I don't care. I think the route that's directly beneath cycling road counts as an... I think it's a different route. I think it's like... Because 207... hopefully it's not just an extension of 207, but I don't think it is. So we can get a new encounter there. There's also a cave. I believe it's like... You might be able to see it. There it is. You see that right there on the right next to me? Right. Do you see it? There's a cave there. I believe it's called Wayward Cave. If my, brain from 8 years ago when I played this is remembering me correctly. Remembering me is... Remembering... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Is right. In that case, Carnivine. In that case, then, what you see you're having is there is, what? I don't know. Going into my here. Gonna go ahead and peck this guy. What you're seeing there, hopefully Mai learns a decent move soon, because Mai honestly needs a little something. In fact, I don't even trust her to finish this battle off. That's why I said she was the obvious choice for the sacrifice, but I wanted to keep her on. She could become a Dodrio. Maybe she'll be better, but that's a while before we get there, and then, sacrificing will be on the table again, and who knows, we may also just lose somebody in the meantime. But yeah, we'll get 2 encounters next episode, because I don't think we're going to have time to make it there in this episode. You're going to bite me like a freaking rude dude. But hopefully those encounters that we get in the next episode will be a little bit better. Not to complain than they've been in these, couple episodes, because we're struggling. We need a pick-me-up, basically. 2 more trainers, I think, and we will be off of this route. A Piplup. That is an easy peasy lemon. Alright, there's no ear there, but you can assume that my ear is underneath one of these things. I'm not just wearing these to disguise the fact that, oh, just a hole with no lobe. I don't know why I use Powder Snow there. Basically, just a complete waste of a move. That's okay, though, because this Razor Leaf is going to knock you out. And the next Pokemon you're going to send it is going to be Cyndaquil, who will also be very quickly knocked out by Gatorade. But yeah, mine needs a little something. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if learning a stronger flying type move like Wing Attack would help. In fact, let me just very quickly just say oh, Google Chrome, how are you doing today? Doduo Gen IV moves. And we'll continue as we fight the next one. Oh, what do you know? Generation 4 learn said. And then you just scroll down a bit and you go, hold on, I got one more trainer to battle. And she's going to want to fight me. Yeah, that's not good. We got Uproar at 23. We got Double Hit at 32. Drill Peck at 41. What about when you evolve? Dodrio. This is a Celio. We do not want to be in here. Evergreen does. Dodrio's moveset. When do you evolve, by the way? Don't know. I think like 33. You do learn Tri Attack shortly after, but Drill Peck not till 47. Not a great flying type. I don't know that you can even learn Fly. You can learn Fly, so if we can get the TM for Fly, maybe a bit better. But for now, needs some work. But we'll work on that together, because that is what we are, a family. Let's go ahead and heal our family up a little bit, because I do not want Evergreen going down. You just watered my roots. Don't you know that makes plants even stronger than they were before? Yeah, not a great... Not great movesets. So hopefully, you know... Well, we also have a Starly in the box, so I mean... If, you know, worst comes to worst next time, if Mai survives, or even if Mai dies, we have a replacement for her. Thank you for the free flag. I love patriotism. Even if Mai does not survive, we do have a pretty easy way of rectifying that, and that is good by me. 207 is the connecting route here. I swear Dawn was supposed to be here and, like, give us something. I think you have to fight these trainers first. I don't really want to fight these trainers first. Let's just see what they got. There's a Pokeball on the other side too, so it could be worth it. You got a Turtwig. That is no big deal to me. I will just stand and Poison Jab you. Balky's getting a little bit over leveled, so I should probably switch the Amulet Coin to somebody else. Where'd the freaking sun go? It was nice for a second. Gotta go do it, my Pokemon. I'll work hard too. Yeah, I don't know where the sun went. Suddenly I'm dark. And we have a Feebas here. Not the trainer battles we had in this episode were not that difficult. Which is hopefully the game's way of rectifying that it hasn't given us the greatest encounters. Looking at you, Skitty. And that in the future, perhaps it will give us some better encounters. That'd be cool. 142. I swear that Dawn is supposed to pick us up here. Let me pick up this first. A Twisted Spoon. Sorry, Bronzor. Too little too late. And we have another battle here. Come on. I know she's here. She gives us something cool. We have a Miss Magus. We have a Miss Magus that I think I will just stay in and attack. Although Poison is not that effective against Ghost. But it did enough. Don't do that. You cannot be reducing my PP. The Rock Tomb should take you out, though. That'll take you out. Thank you. And the next Pokemon we have is Granbull, who is a wonderful target for Jolly. Thank goodness. Actually, if you were Fairy, I would destroy you even further. But you're not Fairy yet. That type doesn't exist. My attack has fallen. How much are we doing? Can we poison you? Poisoning would be cool. I've been bitten. Oh, the dry skin sucks, man. The dry skin is rough. We'll go into Gatorade here just because Gatorade's at least a little tanky. Alright, not tanky enough, apparently. Let's go ahead and potion back up if we could. Survive here. Alright, so that's a critical hit. Okay, let's go ahead and super potion back up here. Heal back up. Charm, you're going to lower my attack. That's okay. I'm going to bomb you with mud. Boo-doo! Drop the bomb on her. It should take this Granbull out. Okay, well, you know what? Worst Pokemon I've ever dealt with. Gonna go ahead and Water Gun this. Will take you out, so. Gatorade gets him there. Boom! Dawn, please hook me up. I know you're here. It's like right before I go in the cave, right? Please don't fight me, though. I'm not ready for a battle. Me, I'm somewhere between fantastic and hopeless. That sounds like me in my entire college career. But this isn't about me. I've got something nice for you. Gilmore, choose which hand you want, left or right. Guess what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to go right. I see. You want the Versus Seeker. I'm impressed, Gilmore. You know what's important. But also, using the Versus Seeker, you can find trainers who want to rematch with you. Oh, Gilmore, do you also have a Poketch? Yep, you do. You can have this too, then. You deserve it for all your hard work, Gilmore. We obtained the Dowsing Machine. Dowsing Machine app locates unseeable items. Dowsing Machine is something you should touch often. It will tell you if there's an item on the ground you can't see. I think there's something here. Even you should try it out. Let's keep working on our Pokedexes. So what she's saying is that if I go over here and I thumb through my apps real fast, she thinks there's something right here. It is 3 paces to the left. It's a sea incense. And so I'm not going to do it necessarily yet. But what this means for us is that, you know, in the future, if we want to be really obnoxious, I can walk around like this everywhere we go. People want to know. I could walk around like this and just search for more items. I think there's another one over here somewhere. I'm incorrect. But we could go back to like the very beginning of the game and search for items. And then those items could, you know, potentially be fossils, could be good stuff we need to find. Where'd the sun go? But anyway, we have run out of time. This is Route 206, correct? 207, 206, 206. We will look at our map very quickly and make sure that it is in fact a different route, just so I'm all revved up and ready to go. That is 205, that is 211, this is 206. And there's also a cave over here-ish, or here-ish, wherever those go. So we will have... we will have some new encounters next episode, potentially 2, and so hopefully they're good. We've had some bad encounters lately, Skitty, Lombre, Skiploom, not the best encounters lately, but hopefully they improve in the coming days. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today, and if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.